What is up everyone, my name is SANYXS and welcome back to ARK Survival Ascended. So today, if you haven't seen the news, a brand new ARK Editions creature has been added to the base game, and this time it's the Deinosuchus, the big, huge Sarco looking crocodile, but it's like 10 times stronger than a Sarco, probably more than 10 times, it's just an incredibly strong crocodile, basically. So before we get started with the actual taming, this thing can be found in basically the entire swamp on the island. I'm pretty sure it should spawn in the swamp on the center as well, and also probably every other map in the future that also has a swamp. So yeah, it's basically just the same spawns as a Sarco, so you can just, if you just go look for a Sarco, you'll probably end up finding these things as well. Also, if you're going to tame these things, you need to be at least level 70. If you're under level 70, you won't be able to feed the Deinosuchus. So let's get to the taming of this thing. So to tame this thing, what you want is some superior kibble. That's what it preferred in the mod at least, so I would assume that's what it wants in the base game. And some ghillie armor for it not to be able to detect you. So you kind of just want to wait until he opens his mouth just like that, and then just run up and feed him the kibble. Obviously that there's just a level 25, so it's going to be a lot easier to tame. That's 64% in just one feed. I'm playing with 3x on the taming, so it's not too boosted either. So yeah, taming these things, it's not too difficult. It's pretty straightforward, and you're going to get a really strong creature out of this. The main problem I have had with the Deinosuchus is that they keep aggroing onto everything in the area, which makes it a little bit more difficult because it won't open its mouth like that while it's aggroed. You just have to wait until it's just relaxed. If you run up while he's opening his mouth when he's fighting something, you're probably gonna die because that means he's doing his gigabyte attack. Alright. You wanna sit down, buddy? Come on. And I think it's happening. There we go, nice. And then you just go up, feed superior kibble, and you have a Deinosuchus. Again, I am playing with 3x, so this is the same as what they have on small tribes, and I'm pretty sure it's the same on ARK. Yeah, again, it's only level 25, but if you have a higher level, you basically just have to repeat this thing over and over again. It's really straightforward, it's really easy. You just have to wait until he opens his mouth when he's not fighting anything, when he's alone, and then you go up and feed him, and that is literally it. You can also use meat and prime meat for this, if you can't afford the kibble. And yeah, that's how you tame a Deinosuchus. Now let's go check out some of its abilities. Alright, so keep in mind this is just a level 37. This is one of the lowest levels you can possibly get in ARK. So, the main bite attack does almost 100 damage, and if you hold in right click, you can do the gigabyte, which is the most devastating attack, or one of the most devastating attacks in ARK. So let's just let go of the right click now. Boom! That is 759 damage from a level 37 with only 178 melee damage. So you know what? I really want to test out how much damage this thing can do, so let's just pump a bunch of melee into this guy and then see how much damage these things can actually do. And then again, you can also breed up babies and get imprint bonus, and that gigabyte attack will do some crazy damage. Alright, there we go, I pumped to 452 melee damage, so let's check the base attack. That is 248, and then obviously the gigabyte attack. Let's test this out, and that does almost 2,000 damage. This thing's damage will actually rival the Giga and the Karkar. Like, this thing's damage, it's absolutely crazy. And then with C, you have a little tail wipe that does some good knockback with 316 damage. Come here, Carno, let me tail wipe ya. Boom! And that does some good knockback, man, that really does. And then let's finish him off with a gigabyte. 100%. Boom. There we go. So that is basically all of the land attacks for the Deinosuchus. But one thing we haven't checked yet is how it is underwater. So let's go check it out. Alright, moment of truth. Let's check the swim speed. Oh, wow. Wait, let's get properly underwater. This thing is fast. Okay, so it doesn't go underwater by itself. You actually have to hold C on PC to get it to go down. You can't just look down and press W. Oh, okay, never mind. Now you can. But to go underwater in the first place, you can't just look down. You have to press C, which is interesting. So if I go back up to the surface like this, and I look down, it won't go down. But if I press C, it goes down. That is interesting. Okay. But yeah, this thing is pretty fast. Oh, I just ran out of stamina. Let's do infinite stats quickly. There we go. Yeah, this thing is pretty fast. I'd say this is faster than a Megalodon for sure. Right? Like, it looks pretty slow, but that is mainly because of its size. It is so big that it kind of moves slowly, but if you look at the background, we're moving pretty dang fast. This is probably... I think it's probably the same speed as its factness. Not too far off, probably. Dang, okay. And you can use the gigabyte underwater. Oh, wow. So let's go here. Boom! Holy cow. This thing is strong. Can you also do the tail wipe? No, you cannot do the tail wipe, but you can do bite and gigabyte. That is interesting. Alright, with that gigabyte attack, I think these things will probably be a new meta in underwater caves. These things will be super strong underwater now. Holy cow. Yeah, this thing is an absolute beast. What is that damage I'm doing there? Wait, is that because I'm walking on them? What? That is interesting. Okay. There we go. 2 Alpha Raptors, and it was nothing. Then again, I am in creative mode, so it does make sense. But still, I doubt they would have been any danger at all if I had a decent level and I wasn't in creative mode. Either way, there's one more thing I want to check before we end off this video. Can you use these things for the bosses? That is what I need to know now. So let's head up to the blue ob and, yeah, try to teleport this thing into the boss fight. Alright, here we go. We are at the blue obelisk. Now let's access it. Let's dump the artifacts in and summon the Gamma Megapithecus portal. I'm very interested to see if you can use these things for the bosses, because I feel like if you can, these things could be absolutely insane for fighting the bosses, just because of that gigabyte attack. Like, if you had 20 of these things, or 19, and a UT, all fully imprinted and leveled, high level, and all of them do the gigabyte attack, you will destroy the bosses. Like, that is some crazy damage. Holy, and yeah, you can bring these things into the boss fights. Oh man, I love these things. These things are so cool. Probably already one of my favorite new tames in ARK. It is super strong, and it just looks very cool as well, and not too difficult to tame, and I like the taming method. It's unique, but it's also fun, and kind of easy. But yeah, that has been it for this video. Megapithecus is about to attack me there. Hope this video helped you out in any way, shape, or form, and yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next one, and I want to end off with a gigabyte. And have a great day. That was kind of underwhelming, but yeah, goodbye.